will tell you, because of the time change, I thought we were meeting an hour from now.
Oh,
so
yeah. You guys are
I
having...
actually got 30 minutes, so I apologize for that.
Okay, that's fine. So Marlon, over to you then.
Yeah, okay. Well, let me share my screen. So, hi Grady, how you going?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, really good, really good. So, yeah, I'm excited to go through this with you guys today. So I've sent you the site. The site, what we've put together is purely for content. So there's no design put over it. So it's hard. I know it's hard to distinguish between the two sometimes, but all we're looking for is content sections and what we're going to put in this content. Because once that's done, then we'll just style it after. So what we're looking for here is the flow. This is my interpretation of what I think. I don't think it's there yet. I think we're probably 70% of the way there. And today's meeting is for us to go through this systematically and make changes. And I'll start with high level, like a bird's eye view down of what we're trying to do. And then we'll go into more detail and then more detail into the components. So if you guys are happy to do that, and we've got about an hour, so let's go through. And then at the end of it, what I want you guys to do is to take it and then make some changes. It's the finer text changes that I want you guys to make, and then we can get it ready. So I'm trying to get as much information from you guys combined with what I've learned about the business. So you guys happy with that agenda for the next hour?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, good. All right, so what I'm going to do is, as I'm going to do it, we're going to make changes as we go, but let's just look at it. I've got basically a home page and then a features page, a pricing page, and then the blog and contact. Down below, all of these here all go to the features page. So this is the footer, and each one of these go to the features page, and it'll probably go to the relevant part of the features page. The reason I've put that in here is because people in the footer can very easily see the functionality.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a nice thing that I think I've seen a few web apps do, and it just makes it very explicit. Over here is just some general pages. So I think the most important page is the home page and the feature page. The home page, what we're really trying to convey is who is the person you're targeting and what is the problem that you're trying to solve. You're not really trying to get into features. So if you look here, I'm not sure, I kind of made this up and I want you guys to think about it, but the headline is optimize your coaching business back office. Your coaching business back office, yeah. I don't think it's great. I think it's okay. But this really has to encapsulate everything.
Yeah.
And there's if you look at lots of different web app sites, many of them, it's taken many years to get this. And there's many that I follow over the last 5 or 6 years, and only recently some of them have just nailed it. And so this is an iterative process. And so for me, when I thought about it, I thought, as a coach, if you're a coach, you really want to optimize your business. I don't think it's strong. But that's the idea. We need to nail that a bit more. Then underneath is a sub-headline that supports that initial headline. Okay. And again, I think this one is pretty good. I think this is actually yours, Benet. The one tool that will give you back more time. No, it's not. It's something I made up. One tool that will give you back more time and help you get better results from your clients. So, and then over here, we'll probably have an image in the background. And then here we go straight for what we're asking for. It's a trial. And underneath we might have no credit card required, but this is really the main call to action to go for the free trial. Underneath we have, again, a supporting statement, which I really liked your one, Benet, easily manage your coaching business for one platform. And this maybe become this one here. So this is what we as a team need to start thinking about. Does this encapsulate what you do much better than what this one does? And if it is, then we'll probably put that here and make something here as the sub-headline. I think this is a lot more specific than what this one is. Okay? So that we could put there as an additional one, and we could style it up nicely, or we could make it part of the main headline. Now, this is where
I have just a quick question. I know one of the meetings we had, you talked about whether or not we go opting in for a freebie instead of pushing into the trial straight away. Have you thought more about that?
Yeah, definitely. And I've got that here. So over here, there's going to be a freebie, and we can drag this around. So this is actually, I use Elementor when we do these designs. So you can see here that this is the freebie. I've put it here, but we can just drag it up.
Okay.
And put it more to the top. We might put it there. Actually, yeah, we might, but probably not. If anything, we're going to probably put it there.
Yeah. Okay.
So we need to decide as well. I think to be responsible for a web app company, you really do need your free trial in your header.
Okay.
I think that is the main call to action. And then what we try and do very quickly is get their details. And so every web app that I've seen and dealt with and looked over and over again, they're always going for the kill up front, and then later down they'll go for something else. Because, okay, so here, what I've tried to do here is summarize.
Oh, hold on. I think Grady wanted to say something.
Yeah, I was going to say, I definitely think the easily manage your coaching business from one platform, that particular liner there, I think is a stronger draw, especially for the start my free trial.
Yeah, I agree too. So what I would do is we replace that. Yeah, and this one here is a little weak as well. So it's the one tool that will give you back more time. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's something, it's a combination of these two, I feel. It's it's the one tool that allows you to do invoices, meetings, calendar, lessons, library.
And the word that you've been introducing that I haven't used before in any of our material is the, God, what is it called? Client membership site. Yeah, I wonder if we should put that in that top list.
Yeah. So it's the one tool.
Like membership site without needing a developer is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or online learning platform. Like there are lots of ways you can say it. I don't know.
Yeah. Something like that. Again, I haven't nailed it here, but it's something like this where we list everything.
Provides you with clients. So that's everybody will buy that.
Well, client invoices, sorry.
Yeah.
Client invoices. Okay. All right. So something like that. For now, I'm going to hide this. I feel like we'll just get rid of that.
Okay.
And here it's all about outcomes.
Yeah.
And so what we're trying to do is, are these kind of the big outcomes? So reduce technology stress, get back your time, manage your clients, and make more money. So for you guys, that's kind of all the notes that we put together. I distilled it down to this, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I really like the first one.
Reduce technology stress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get back your time. Grady, what do you think? Can't tell if he's trying to say something or not. Get back your time is, it's a bit of a hard to grasp how I'm going to get back my time. But whereas reduce technology stress, to me, that one's really, really clear and specific. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but get back your time. I mean, I like the idea of saving time. Life Coach Office saves you time. Oh, Grady, your connection's a bit funny. So can you say that again? You're breaking up. No. I don't know if you can chat on your iPad, but it can type it in the chat maybe. But yeah, the voice is really broken. I mean, do you want to go through this kind of detail now, Marlon, or?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manage your
So
client.
I agree with you. So while Grady tries to get back, let's talk about this. So get back your time. What about save your time? So you don't like the whole idea of saving time. You don't think it's a time saver?
No, it does. I'm just trying to think, like, for me, how does it save me? The reason it saves me time is because everything's in one place and I know how to use this thing. And so it's really easy to use and consolidate it into one place. So, but that's, yeah, not very sexy. Reduce technology stress.
Yeah, so the time thing you're happy with is just the way we're saying it that you're not happy with.
Yeah, it's just like, well, how is it giving me back time? I don't understand how it's giving me, but from the way it's written.
And this doesn't explain it either, does it? All your business tools in one place.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of it feels like a bit of a stretch. Whereas reduce technology stress, it's like, this is all you need to get started. Boom, you're done.
Okay, well, let's leave that one for now. What about manage your
Okay.
clients? What are we trying to say with this one?
I mean, the beauty of that one is that all my client meetings, all my client notes are in one place. All their details, and if my computer blows up, no problem. It's in the cloud. Like, I did spill water on my laptop in transit on an airplane, and it was okay because everything was on Chocolate.
Okay, so are you happy with this? Manage your clients. Should we say it efficiently or
Manage your client.
remotely or confidently?
Maybe remote. I kind of like remotely. Manage your clients is a bit vanilla.
Yeah.
Like reduce technology stress. That doesn't sound vanilla to me. I like that one.
Yes. Yeah. Manage your clients remotely.
Manage your clients remotely. Yeah, I kind of like that.
It's kind of specific. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, get back your time as general. What you're doing is very good. You're trying to put like a measurement, a time frame, something that they can measure it by.
Yeah. Just to
Having
give it a little bit.
vague promises.
Yeah.
Which I think is very good. And this one is very specific. This one now is specific. Whether it's specific in the right direction, but it is specific.
Yeah.
So,
manage your client.
Okay, so this one here, do you like this one or you don't like this one?
Make more money. I mean, everybody wants that. Make more money. I'm not sure about that one, Marlon. I wish Grady could talk. Want to try again, Grady? No, he's not in the chat.
Yeah, Grady, maybe if you log off and then try and log on again.
Yeah.
Okay, with this one, what about leverage your time?
Leverage, I like leverage.
So if we got this one, instead of get back your time, it's leverage your time.
Yeah, that's good because you leverage your time because of the membership site. Because you can have, instead of repeating stuff in coaching sessions, you can have a video lesson and you don't have to teach that and you can go deeper with your clients.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what helps you leverage the time? What are you actually doing that's leveraging? Is it, can you coach more people simultaneously?
Definitely.
Or can you reduce your paperwork? Like which one do we want to focus on in this one?
Well, you do reduce your admin time, and you also lessen the one-on-one coaching you have to do because you can give them video content.
Well, yeah. Well, what about we say here, be specific and say group coach, something about group coaching. So you're leveraging your time, and we just pick one of them. So it's like not enable group coaching.
Yeah.
Or get your group coaching program off the ground.
Yeah, that's good. Get your group. I like that. Yeah. That's good.
Okay.
Leverage your time.
I like that.
I like that.
What we're doing is we're picking, these are outcomes, and then we're linking each outcome to a feature inside. It's just one of them, but it's the most important one. I feel like group coaching is something everyone wants to do now.
Yeah, it is.
good one. Manage your clients remotely is very good. People want to work wherever they are.
Yeah.
Okay, what's a fourth one? We may not have a fourth one, but let's see if we can come up with one.
Make more money.
We can get rid of that one. That one I was a bit desperate. So,
Yeah.
but let's see if we can come up with something that is a lot more accurate. So we've got...
You can start a passive income stream because you can sell, like we could sell all of the stuff that's in our classroom for the academy, for example, at a discounted rate and just have the online version. So there's no group coaching involved. And that's really easy to do with Live Coach Office. You can give access to membership content. I mean, it's kind of pulling from a similar feature.
Yeah, but this is kind of like create it once and create your program once and resell it and repurpose.
Repurpose it, yeah.
I don't know. It's not repurposing content. It's repurposing the assets. Yeah, maybe create your coaching program once and repurpose the assets.
Yeah, people might not know what that means.
Yeah.
Create your group coaching program.
So what is it about starting?
Create your group coaching or create your group coaching program, then sell it as just an online or self-study option. Something like that.
Yeah. Or convert your group coaching into a self-study program.
That's good. Convert. Yeah, that's good. Less words too.
Convert.
That's good.
Okay, so you can see how these will develop over time.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is as we launch this and then you keep iterating, you will say, okay, this one actually isn't a good one and replace it with something that's better.
Yeah.
That's why making this living and breathing is really important.
Yeah. No, I like this. It's a good start.
I'm kind of happy with that. I think these are outcomes that coaches want.
Yeah.
These are potential features that they also are interested in. What would we write here? Reduce the technology stress. So it's, I've used a line once before. It's like, stop playing with technology and get back to coaching.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, because everything's here. Like all the basics that you really need are there. You can, of course, flesh it out and make it more sophisticated, but you can get started and start making money.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, what about stop getting frustrated?
Or collecting technology. That people can collect it, the shiny object thing. I hear that word a lot.
Yeah, do you like collecting or getting frustrated better? Which one do you think is more
Stop
important?
getting frustrated with technology and get back to coaching. Stop. No, getting frustrated is good too. It's a feeling. So I think it might be better. Stop collecting.
Okay. All right.
Maybe even finally get your group coaching program off the ground.
Yes, I like that.
You're online.
Okay, I like that.
And then that should say self-study, the last one, if you want to tweak it while we're there.
Into a online. Not sure if that's it.
So Grady is not here now. We'll see. Hopefully he'll come back in.
Yeah, hopefully he'll come back. We'll just keep going.
Okay.
So this giveaway, what do you think we could...
I was hoping you were going to have an awesome idea, Marlon.
Yeah, I haven't put much thought into it.
Okay.
So that'll be my homework.
Okay.
So I've got a lot of notes there. But let's just go through it.
Okay.
You've got a coach, right? What's
Yeah.
their biggest pain point? Like, if you can give them a solution to something real, I think you've already got it. I think you talked about, in your course, right? What's the number one thing people get excited about when they realize they're going to learn it? They're going to learn.
The number one thing they get excited about is that I'm basically taking them through a fast track product development process.
So it's the product development.
Yeah.
Is there a worksheet you can give away in relation to that product development? One of the components in the course?
Yeah, and that would be, so here's the overlap too, is because it will help like coach office people, but then it'll also feed into the academy. So I don't know how we could manage that, but the three are similar.
Well, the other reason it's good, Benay, is because if you say, look, here's a cheat sheet on how to design your product, right? Or how to make the different components of the product. And it's a cheat sheet they can download and it's highly valuable.
Yeah.
The tie-in is this. When you've got that product, you then need to host it online and manage, and Life Coach Office does that. So that's a very clear tie-in. And I think the design of an online program, like really you want to deal with people who have online programs. Is that right? Now tell me, is that right? You want to deal with people with online programs? Or do you think you'll have more people that have online programs or more people that do one-on-one coaching? Which one's your greater market?
I think at the moment it's people who do one-on-one, but just because they don't know how to do online programs.
And do you think most of those people want to do an online program?
Definitely, yeah, because then you leverage your time, and that's what people want.
Okay, so what would you call this this lead magnet? So
that's a good. So I had a discovery call recently, and she's did coaching at University of, she did at Cambridge, and she called it, oh, so you're going to basically do a product development process with me. And I was like, oh, nobody's ever used those words, but that's actually what it is. Are you familiar? What's his name? Oh, anyway, I've read a couple of books on how to develop your products, and that's basically what I teach. It's a fast track, but that uses user-centered design. So you're got those touch points with your audience, but like some of them are massively long things, and it takes you a year, and you get so much data that it's overwhelming. And like you might stop halfway through because you're just never going to finish it. Whereas I do like a really rapid one to get you to sort of just get your feet wet, create momentum, and get started, because that's the number one thing you need to do, and start interacting with those ideal clients, and then expanding as you gain more connection and understanding of them.
Yeah. So out of that whole process on how to develop the product, what's the one cheat sheet you could give that would get people the most excited, because it's the biggest pain point they have out of all that stuff you teach?
Well, the thing that we teach the first in the academy is how to just ask that top 3 challenges question. So I help them identify their ideal client, identify the transformation they want to deliver, and then once they've got that, to pick out how they're people that they know in their network, either in social media or directly, and then ask them, what are the top 3 challenges keeping you stuck from transformation? And then get 20 answers, and then you get this data. And then we go on to create this A to Z diagram, and we go on into the program. But everybody is so fired up after they get answers to that survey.
Okay, but what about before you sell them? What are they most excited about?
Before I sell them? What do you mean?
When you're on the phone to them saying, hey, I'm going to help you build this product roadmap, and you explain the components, what component do they get most excited about? Well,
go ahead. Yeah, keep going.
Okay. So what I'm trying to understand is there's what you just explained to me. I know is really important. Doing all the feedback from the clients and getting the top 20 list. I know that's what makes it work. Yeah. But someone who doesn't know that, who you're trying to sell the program to, they wouldn't get that excited about that. If anything, they may be fearful of that. And you have to coach them to do it. I feel, and let me give you my opinion, is that what I would get most excited about, knowing nothing about the process, is how to structure the course. So a template that says, okay, there's 9 modules, and this is how you create each module title, and this is how you create the content. Because I would look at that and go, wow, in like an hour, I could design my whole course. And then all I got to do is create the content.
But it doesn't have any data in it from users.
Yeah, but remember, it's a lead magnet. We're not trying to help them solve the whole puzzle. We're just trying to give them what they want. And then when they sign up, then you give them what they need. So,
okay, I've got a lesson that would be easy, like how to design a lesson.
Yes, that's a great example.
I
'Cause I
mean,
think so.
I can do that in
Yeah.
my sleep. Like that's.
Yeah, so it's a
That is,
template on how to,
it's the boring. It doesn't work. But you're right. It is what people want to know.
yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, Renee, like if you get a coach that has just met you, they've come to this site, and what's their number one pain point? They want to do group coaching, but they have no idea how to design the program.
Yeah.
If they see something that says, you know, how to create
a great lesson.
yeah, a great lesson, or it could be how to structure your whole program. So my program has 9 components. It has 9 components because I learned that you have 9 components because you have 3 segments you teach, and each segment has 3 components. And when that simple thing, I figured out how to structure my whole course. Just when I knew there's 3 major shifts, and each shift has 3 steps. And my process doesn't really have 9 steps. I made it have 9 steps. Initially it had like 5, and I drew it out to 9 because it was easier to explain. So I think it's either showing them how to design a whole course or how to design an individual lesson. So I'm not sure which one that is for you, but it's one of those 2 that I think people would love to get.
Yeah, I think the thing with I mean, showing them how to do a structure is fine, but it's so much missing the point of what I teach about getting the structure by interacting with clients that I would feel a little bit yucky about teaching it half-baked like that.
I understand,
you know what I mean?
yes.
But a lesson, that's fine, because that's like a standalone thing, and people can just get busy.
Yes. I think the lesson's probably the one you need to go for. So we need to word it in a way, word it in a way that we think is attractive. So how would we do that? If you look at the screen, I've got like a title there. So how would we word that? It's like how to create the perfect group coaching lesson structure, something like that.
The thing that I teach is format. So it's a thing from neurolinguistic programming, which it appeals to all of the 4 different learning personality styles. You have what people, you have why people, you have how people, and you have what if people, and they all have to be met in a certain order. Otherwise, they're the why people are the ones that drop off the first. So it's using the different kind of people that are likely to be in your audience and catering to them. If that makes sense.
Okay. So what would you call it then? What's a great title?
That's a good question. Let's see. It is something around like the perfect lesson or the perfect, right now I've called it the lesson planner, but I don't think that's actually the right word. Designing the perfect lesson.
What about the perfect lesson planner framework?
Perfect lesson planner.
Not sure.
Perfect lesson planner.
Perfect group.
Yeah, it should probably say group.
Coach. Be perfect. Group coaching. Lesson planner framework. It's long.
The perfect group coaching lesson. Structure, cheat sheet, guide. Perfect lesson. God, worksheet. Perfect group coaching lesson planner. Lesson planner maybe is better. Perfect group coaching lesson planner. I like lesson planner better. Go ahead.
What was the alternative?
Just get rid of cheat sheet was what I was thinking. Just seems.
I'll get rid of cheat sheet. Okay.
Yeah. Perfect group coaching lesson planner.
Okay. So what is it? Is it like the 9 steps to, how would you, I'll just say 9 steps to creating.
Lesson that will appeal to any audience type, or all personality profiles in your audience, and it's also using the adult learning. Adult learning. Let me open my presentation. We'll probably have some good words there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm looking for something. So what is it? What does it say? You're happy. Academy. Onboarding. Sales page. Oh. Lesson planner. This is the quote I have. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe of living that suits all cases. So that's why our presentations have to cover all the types. There is a recipe for teaching that suits all cases. The magic formula for creating lessons that light up and delight every personality type out there.
Oh, that's good. So I like that one. So it's the magic
formula for creating lessons that light up and delight every personality type out there.
Yeah, that's great.
And I've got works for one-on-one classes in person and online.
Okay, I'm going to put that here. We're going to put that on the landing page. Works for one-on-one classes. What was that? Online?
In person and online. One-on-one classes. You could even say workshops. But I guess no, we don't want to sell workshops. We want to sell. You'll never stare at a blank page again.
I think workshops is good.
Okay.
Because a lot of coaches do live workshops.
Yeah, and this you can use. Like I used to teach public speaking and training, and that's where I got it from.
Okay. No, that's great.
The sooner you start to use this formula, the better. You'll never stare at a blank page again. And the secret is blah, blah, blah format. It's actually it's a three-step. What is form? How to design a lesson, plan your own lesson. Lesson planning with format is what I teach. What is it? How to design a lesson and how to plan your own lesson. Yeah, this is a really good lesson.
Oh, good. So what is it? It'll just be an ebook?
Yeah, well, I think it should be the presentation. Like, why not? It's a video. What do you think?
No, I like it. I love the video idea. Include the video. Is there a PDF with it at all?
Yeah, I can create a PDF, like a handout to go with it.
Okay, I love it. So if you download it, they then go to the thank you page. The thank you page is the video with the PDF download. They can watch the video. How long does the video go for?
I don't remember. It might be, it's between 15 and 20 minutes, I would guess.
Oh yeah. What we'll just do is at the end of it, we'll get you to do a call to action. Say, hey, did you like that? Well, the reason we teach this is because a lot of coaches want to, start a group coaching program. And if you do, the best platform to use is Life Coach Office. So what you should do is just sign up for a free trial and, we'll step you through it. You just do a call to action at the very end. Because I think you'll blow them away with the content.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome content.
And then you want to get them to sign up straight away. And then you guys can work on them to bring them through the, new sign up funnel.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great lead magnet. And that's probably what we would.
Okay.
It's also a lead magnet you can promote on Facebook when you're ready to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's good. So I'll get you to create so it's not really an ebook. It's
it's a video and a worksheet.
Group coaching lesson planner. I'll get you to create that content and then we'll create the landing page and the whole sign up process for that.
Okay, and the presentation is it's actually a PowerPoint presentation. Is that okay if I just record voice over PowerPoint, or do you have a better?
No, PowerPoint's fine.
Is that fine? Okay.
So just want to make it as low key as possible. You just want to give the information in the quickest way as possible. PowerPoint's the best.
Okay.
Okay, but then we want to do a call to action at the end. So
Yeah.
I'll get you to work on that call to action. But we won't do that now. We'll keep finishing off the site, and we'll get you to do the call to action as one of the last things when we've done all of our thinking.
Okay.
And we know exactly the type of call to action we need.
Okay.
So, okay.
Sure.
So let's move on. So that's good. I'm really happy with that. So the next thing is the testimonials, which I think is pretty simple. We just got some testimonials.
I think we should get some more.
Yeah, they'll just flick through. I think there's 2 I've put in there now. We'll get the rest of them. Now, this is where I've broken it down. What I've tried to do is group all your features into categories and then list them here on the homepage. So again, this here is the outcomes that they'll receive.
Yeah.
That they're looking for in their life. This here is the problems they're trying to solve. So number 1 is client management, and it's kind of similar to this. Oh no, we removed that one out. Oh yeah, manage your clients remotely. The next one is run your business from anywhere, which again is...
So sorry, can you just set the stage again? So this part we're looking at, what are you referring to that as?
Okay, so this here I see as outcomes.
Uh-huh.
So why choose life coaches the outcomes.
Yeah.
This section here, we're trying to tell them about the features, but not talk about features because no one cares about features. We're trying to talk about outcomes again, or pain points.
Yeah.
And so what I've tried to do is group your features into a category that solves a pain point or delivers an outcome.
Mm-hmm. So features grouped into
outcomes or pain points.
Outcome based categories. Okay.
So one of the pain points is obviously managing your clients, and an outcome is full client management.
Yeah.
And these are the features that are associated with that.
Group email,
group coaching calendar, all your client information in one place, and invoicing.
Yeah.
The next one that I thought that was important is about run your business from anywhere. Like, it's important for you. And I think most coaches want that lifestyle.
They do. I don't promote that I've run my business from so many different countries as much as I should.
Yeah, you really should, because that's why everyone wants to be a coach now, so they can do that. Yeah. So this is where we're really promoting that. Run your business from anywhere.
Yeah.
And, client file, secured and backup, access from anywhere. That's the features. And of course, what I'm looking for here is for you to say, oh, actually, there's another one.
We need this. Yeah, got it.
One. So that's what I'm looking for here. The next one is one-on-one or group coaching. So for me, this is the big one.
Yeah.
So what we'd probably do is swap these around. We'd say group coaching or one-on-one. The reason I did one-on-one or group is because I didn't have to say coaching twice.
Yeah, it reads better that way.
Yeah, okay. So this is the big outcome that people want. They want to do group coaching, and these are the features that support that.
Yeah.
And then finally, this is the one that I thought was important, but tell me if you think it's important. It's just a really quick 10-minute setup.
Yeah, I think it is important, and I liked what you put in there too.
Yeah, this is really about the tech stress. So you can see how we've kind of related tech stress, remote work. This one's not consistent. And then the time one, I'm not really sure if we've hit that one. But you can see some of them overlap and some of them, time. Here we go. Okay. This is tech stress, really. Yeah. This is the tech stress one. Yeah. So we've got that. We'll have some nice imagery there. We're not sure what type of imagery. Okay. And then here we have a call to action. I've got 2 types of call to actions. One is, are you ready to grow your coaching business? Which I probably don't like now. The more we talk, this will all become more defined. And it's a 10-day trial, I think. No, it's a 7-day trial.
Currently a 7, but we can make it whatever number if you have a view on what works.
Yeah, I would probably say 14 days is better, but think about that with grading.
14 day.
You just want enough days for them to be able for you to send them an automated sequence so they can step through it, and then you can go, hey, they've done nothing. So then I don't know if you make a call to them, or you want enough days to get them on board.
With that automated with the automated sequence, sorry, Marlon, do you want to finish? Otherwise,
No, you go. No, you go first.
With the automated sequence, that's supposed to be the onboarding thing. I think it's out of scope of this project, but could you give me some sort of guideline on what you would put in there, or advice?
Yeah, look, there's lots of blog posts being written on it at the moment of how to do that, but that's probably the most. I think there's a few things in your business that are critical. I think one is getting the lead and getting them to sign up. That's critical. The next one is once they sign up, to get them to pay and to get them to stay.
Yeah.
And those two things are equally as important, because you can actually get less leads but a higher conversion rate from the trial and grow your business significantly.
Yeah.
Or you can get lots of leads and a low conversion rate and still grow. Mm-hmm. But getting both right means you can keep the costs down to actually grow the business. Uh-huh. So that's really important. And I'm happy to talk to you about that. I probably don't have a definitive answer on how to do it, except to say that I don't know if you can afford to do a phone call to people who are not doing anything, but that always works really well. Mm-hmm. You know, so what you can do is with ActiveCampaign, you can send a series of emails and they're not opening them. Then, you know, you can put a call in. Because I know every time someone's called me for a web app, I'm more likely to sign up and stay with them. So recently I had Freshdesk call me and Zendesk didn't, and I'm with Freshdesk now. Yeah. I just liked the guy. I thought he was a bit annoying and he was a bit pushy, but I just liked that I was on the phone with him.
Yeah. You're funny. I would have been turned off. Yeah. Okay. I would have been turned off, but that's okay. Kim loves calling people, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, and I wouldn't call every person, but call the ones that aren't taking it up. There's another app called, I don't know if you've heard of it. This is really important. It's called Intercom, I think. And this one, you actually bake it into your app. And it's all APIs. Like, you don't have to do any programming. So a better way to engage, acquire, entertain, and retain customers, right? That's a really good headline. That's just what we were just talking about this. So you can see that they've really nailed the three things that they do. Yeah. But retain is amazing, because see this button here? When you're actually in their app, so this is they use to acquire, so you can, you know, converse with them and get answers really quickly. What's good about this that I like is you can put this inside your app. So then when someone onboards the first day, the message pops up and says, hey, these are the three things that you should do. And then they have links, and then you just click the links and it shows you what to do. And then day 2, when they log in, it pops up and says, hey, you haven't done this. And it just keeps telling them the next step. And this is something you should look at, because it's very important with the onboarding process. It's so expensive though. Yeah. It's really disappointing. But I'm sure there's ones, oh no, that's early stage. But anyway, they're not the only company. There would be ones that are much cheaper than this, around $49. This is just the one that the one that is kind of the market leader. But this kind of app is really important, because what you do is you'll send them emails through ActiveCampaign, tell them what to do. They don't know the email, they don't open the email, but they actually go in and they actually open the app. Then you can start sending the messages through this little, and see how this popped up when I didn't open it. So it's really good. I've had this on lots of apps, and it has really helped me stay.
And then are people already, like, if you started typing in there and they're answering you?
Yeah, so sometimes over here, there's a lot of companies that you write a reply and they're not there. And it says, hey, we'll call you back when we get online in 6 hours. Or what it does, it says, give me your email address. And then, it creates a ticket. It's a ticketing system as well. But it's really good help, because then next time, sorry, what's the lady that works in the business?
Kim.
Yeah, next time Kim gets to a desk, she'll have this list of all questions people have asked, and she can reach out to them. Yeah. So, but remember, this is inside your Life Coach Office app. This is all happening. So that's a really good way to retain people. Yeah. So, okay. So this setup process is important, I think, for people to get rid of the tech stress. And you can see here, Benet, that all of these topics here are going to be the topics of the content we create.
Mm-hmm.
The first ebook we created was around this topic.
Yeah.
So you can see how we're kind of blending everything together, finding out what the pain points are, giving them outcomes based on those pain points, giving them content based on those pain points, and then getting them to sign up for the service based on those pain points. Everything's kind of interrelated.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's good. This is the ebook. Oh, I had 2 ebooks. Oh no, I haven't refreshed this page. That's why. Let me just go here. Okay. So this one here is the call to action. I don't really like it at the moment. I think we've gone through this page now. So let's go to the next page, which is the features page here. And I feel like the call to action there is a little bit better.
Okay.
So I'm just going to open this one up. If we scroll to the bottom, you'll see this call to action. So join the many coaches who have gained freedom from their business. Well, maybe it's not better, but we'll get it. And so the idea is potentially we could show different images of different types of coaches, like different types of people. So a lady, and then a life coach, and then business coach. And then we're just asking them to become one of those people. So people kind of, they aspire to be like this, and then we get them to sign up. And this will be on every page. The other thing we could do is have a different call to action on every page based on what page they're on. But I don't think we need that. I think we just need a really good one, something like this. So this is the features page. So if you look here on the features page, there's obviously a headline. And then these are those 4 components on the homepage. And what we do is we just build out each one of these a bit more. So you can see there's 4 or 5 here. I think one of these are repeated. Run your business from anywhere. They're secured and backed up. Access from anywhere. Client files. Again, we'll have testimonials. Group coaching is a similar format to this format here, but just it's got a sub headline.
Yeah.
And then the 10-minute setup is the same as this one here.
Yeah.
And then we go down to here to the call to action. So,
and how does that? Go ahead.
You go, Vinay.
Just the navigation, the features navigation at the bottom of the page. Where is that? Where is it going to take you? Like when you click on membership site.
Okay, so all of these, what will happen is that if you click membership site, it will go to this page, and then it will go to, do I have a membership site here? I don't think I've added it yet. It'll go to the section. So just say membership sites here. It'll then scroll down to this section. And
okay, so it's the subsection. Okay, I was thinking it would be a big header. Okay.
Yeah, it'll go to the subsection. So I think at the moment, I'm happy to do more design around this. And actually the design doesn't matter because the designer will do.
Yeah.
This is just basic content. What I want to get right is the content in these sections.
Yeah.
So each bit of content needs to say what's the pain point and how does it solve the pain point. Pain point, how does it solve it? And then once we've got that, we can, because I think we need more imagery as well.
Yeah.
Around like shots of the actual product. What's your opinion on the product, how it looks? Do you think people like it?
Yeah, I've been told that they like it because it's really clean and simple.
So do you want to put those screenshots on this page?
I think they look nice, especially if we can get them like laying inside a phone or inside a monitor. That looks really good.
Okay. Yep.
If your graphic designer is happy to make those, or do I have to make those?
Oh no, we'll do it. It'll be too hard if you guys do it.
That would be great.
We'll make it. So yeah, I think we need them. And I'm not sure if this layout is the most conducive to having lots of screenshots.
Yeah.
So I think this layout here is really good.
Yeah.
Like to have a phone and then have a desktop and we have a shot of the, part of it.
Yeah.
This one here isn't. And that's fine for now. But like I said, what we want to do is get these sections filled in with pain point, outcome. And then when we've got this, then we'll say, okay, which ones are conducive to a screenshot? And then we'll rearrange it.
Okay.
So this is something that I think if you could do in the over the next few days, look at each one of these
Mm-hmm.
and then say to yourself, okay, what's the pain point? Like branding, right? Like
Yeah.
the pain point is you want it to look like your app and you want it to look professional.
Mm-hmm.
And you want, and so the solution is that in 3 clicks, you can have it customized to your colors and logo.
Mm-hmm. That's great. You should write that in.
Yeah.
Like
So, well, you've got that. So
3 clicks.
you're
done.
One,
You want to see her.
something like that.
Yeah, got it. I get the idea.
Fast and easy setup. So I've got this is all your text that you already have there, I think.
Okay.
Some of it is, I've copied it from your website. So what I would suggest you do, unless you really don't like it, override it.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, just add to it and then we can decide which one's better.
Okay.
Fast and easy setup. So So this is really, are you tired of learning of piecing together multiple apps that all work differently? Confusion. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You can delete that text because that's already in the next one anyway.
Okay. And then every time you update it, obviously there's a little update button.
Yeah. Okay.
So so it'd be good. So what I'm looking for here, Benay, is for you to write yours and then I'll come over and rewrite it again.
Okay.
So I just want information from you because every time I write this, like it's all from my perspective.
Yeah.
I want to see your perspective and then combine it with my perspective.
Okay.
I think the 2 was good, but at the moment I don't have yours and I feel like I'm going to write a site that's just a little bit off every time.
Yeah.
So it's that combination. So look, that there is, that page, but this will look probably quite different at the end.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then over here, the pricing. Oh, the pricing's a pretty good page to look at. I've kind of copied your pricing page a bit and added a few extra. Oh.
Yeah, and after Christmas, we're going to have to add the enterprise version.
Yes. Yeah.
That'll be available.
Yeah, so basically with the pricing, I want to put up the top like free 7-day trial. Like people know, if they click on this button, they know it's about pricing. We want to have a call to action.
Okay.
And then obviously then we've got the 2 prices with, and this will look different. And then frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
And then I really liked what you've got here. If they've got extra questions, they can click here to get in touch. And then finally, and have the same call to action. What would be great is if we had like Intercom has, like a button here where at any time they can ask a question. I think you need one of those. You could do it just with Messenger, which is free. So just have Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
And then as long as you're on Messenger, you'll get the message straight away or you can get it the next day. And that's the minimum I think we should install Messenger on here.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, this, again, kind of straightforward kind of page, but the important thing is call to action at the top, call to action at the bottom, and then, frequently asked questions. So
Messenger, that would be to we'd set up, because I think I've got Universal Coaching Systems right now as a page, and Life Coach Office is, we just have I think we had a page actually, and I tried to delete it, but Facebook doesn't seem to delete pages, so that might have been a blessing in disguise. But I need to kind of reactivate that page or figure out what's going on with that page, because it's a different, we want the messenger stuff to go from Life Coach Office as opposed to Universal Coaching Systems.
Definitely, yeah. You want to make a whole new Life Coach Office Facebook page, and then we integrate that into Messenger here on the site.
Okay, and are you going to help with that, or do I need to do that?
No, we'll do that. So you just give us the page and give us access to it. So you'll just, and I can do that on the session with you if you find it confusing, but we'll do it. We'll hook it up. We'll get everything working. So just,
okay, but that's down the track. I don't need to worry about it just yet.
Yeah, well, it's going to come fast, probably in the next week or so.
Okay.
But let's just get it, because all I'm trying to do now is get this right, so
we can get it.
We can design, and then Cher and I are going to then move into all the marketing stuff. So the ebook, the follow-up sequence, the Facebook ads, the integration with Messenger. So we'll do all that. That's something that we will do. But I'll make a list of all the things I need from you, all the logins, send it to you, and then you can send that back to us.
Okay.
So, yep.
And then I can have, like, Kim she can respond to those messages. I don't have to do it, right?
Yeah. So give us Kim's email. So yeah, definitely. Like, I can probably send all the messages to Kim and then CC you. And then you can just be across it, but Kim can do all of that work.
Yeah, I wonder because we use GitHub right now for that stuff. I know we're kind of cheating GitHub a little bit because it's not really a customer ticketing system, but that's how we're using it, and it works. And that's what our contact form does. It actually puts each thing into GitHub as an item, so we can track it.
Okay.
I wonder.
Yeah, we used Freshdesk, and it just sends an email. But in us, we have a ticketing engine that we track it from our end.
Okay. Anyway,
I'd prefer to use that just so then we can be across the whole team, because we've got a few people looking at all the tickets coming in.
So your team needs to see our comment coming in from Messenger?
Oh, no, sorry, no. We're talking about two different things.
Yeah.
The task that I ask, the request that I ask, we'll send that from Freshdesk, which will just be emails.
That's fine.
But then what are you asking? If a message comes through Messenger.
Yeah, so Kim will have to, it'll all be tracked and managed in Facebook. It won't be,
Yes.
So right now she gets customer requests through the contact form, and that goes straight into GitHub, which actually gets a number and it gets a status, and she can pass it on to people.
So we can try and hook up your contact form to that on the website, or you just use whatever code you've got already.
Yeah.
But and we may be able to do that through Zapier. I'll just check if Zapier has an integration with GitHub. Zapier and GitHub.
Yeah, because if the Messenger things could get itemized there. I don't know. I need to ask Kim. Maybe that's too much. Maybe she doesn't want. She could just manage the Messenger box and then manage GitHub separately. I think
she may have to do them separately, because, and it's not going to be a lot of messages coming through. It's only people who are on the site live and have a question and are brave enough to type it in.
Yeah.
But that may escalate over time.
Yeah, because she gets a couple a day already anyway.
Yeah.
Through the contact form.
Yes. So we can make that work the same way.
Okay.
It's only people who are on the site click that button who will actually go through the Messenger. So she may just have to have Messenger open and.
That's cool. I think she would probably enjoy that, so that's fine. I would drive me crazy, but that's her thing.
Yeah, no. All right. So the other thing is the blog. So again, with the blog, a title, a call to action, and then obviously the blog post. These are all mine at the moment.
Yeah. So right now in our blog, which is called our knowledge base, it's basically the tutorials that she's done, that Kim's done. It's the recordings of the past open calls, and then it's my universal coaching system stuff.
Yeah. So you want to just take out all of the the Life Coach Office content and put that on the blog. So that one is probably something we need to think about, because see, the blog really is just to be used as a marketing tool.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're using it as a support tool at the moment, the knowledge base, are using it for support, I would continue to use what you're using. I wouldn't change that. But the blog is, if you decide that you want to start creating content on a regular basis, like one blog post a month, and use that in your marketing, then that's what the blog's for. If you're not going to use it, if you're not going to use it for that, we'll just set it up so it looks good. And then later on, if you want to use it as a blog, then it's all set up. So we'll set this up, make it look nice.
So we might just turn it off in the intro. So where can we have support instead, and have the blog actually be a support site? Or is that?
Oh, you could do that. Like if you want to put all of your support documentation on here, then you can. There's plugins you can use to actually create a knowledge base on WordPress, but it depends on what you want to do. Like if you want to use it as a knowledge base to educate people, then you probably need to install the knowledge base plugin and then add your content over time to that knowledge base.
Mm-hmm.
Think about.
So strategically for me, Marlon, I don't like my big, where I'm going is I'm going to start the Coach Guardian, which is an online paper for coaches, right?
Yeah.
And I want all of my content to start really going there.
Yes. Yep.
Right. And I don't want to be managing, the Life Coach office site and the Universal Coaching Systems blog, and I want our stuff to be there. So, but I do want to have a place to store, recordings of meetings and tutorials and things that people can get access to.
And is that free access?
Yeah.
So why don't you just do that? We don't call it a blog, we just call it a knowledge base, and you just add all your new meetings and all the free stuff that you're happy to give away. You just add it to this.
Yeah, it's all on our YouTube channel too. So I mean, I don't know if we need to repeat it on the site, or we just say go to our YouTube channel.
It's always nice to have it there because Google indexes it. So if you're going to be putting up, pardon?
It's always growing too. So yeah, because Kim records new content monthly at least, if not more.
Yeah, I would do it. Let's just set this up, and then you can decide to do it now or later, but you can pull all your content into here, or you can just put new content in here.
Okay, but I won't put my articles on how to build a coaching business in here. I think otherwise I'll get too confused.
No, I think you're right, but I think you need to put it all in one place so Google you can take as much advantage of that as possible.
Yeah. I think the Universal Coaching Systems place is the place for that stuff.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I'm interested in your feedback too. But.
No, I agree. I think you need to consolidate. So what's the Guardian? The Guardian is that where you're going to put all your...
I basically want to start the Huffington Post, but just for the coaching industry.
And so will you put any content, once you've got that, will you put any content on Universal Coaching Systems?
Well, maybe, because, that one will be like a paper where, people will have columns. So I might have a column there, but that'll be a very specific purpose, my column. Do you know what I mean? So I might still write personally for Universal Coaching Systems. Yeah,
but most will go on there.
I think so. That's where I'd like to do it. And then
I like it.
Just cut out, get rid of my blog, maybe.
I think so. I think what you're doing is right. And I think that Life Coach Office, just don't do blogging like traditional blogging like you'll do on The Guardian. I think what you do is you just use it as a knowledge base, and any content you create while teaching people, just put it on here. That's more than adequate. That kind of content is much better than just writing random blog posts on different topics. Because it's relevant, it's highly niched, and people will find it.
Good. And maybe I'm just wondering if knowledge base with my target audience, if it's resonating with them, I wonder if support videos or something would be better. Or just
I like that.
Support videos. I might, because they might actually dig in there a bit more.
Yeah, I like that. So let's call these All videos.
And we did lose Grady. Oh.
No, he never came back. Oh, that's all right. Okay.
Okay,
so,
I'm happier with that because that is maintainable and it's clear. Because right now I feel like the knowledge base we have is just too jumbled and people can't find anything.
Yeah.
The only reason people are getting in there is if they accidentally stumble from Google.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Benay, I'll just add you. Now, what's your surname?
I want to go with Dior, D-Y-O-R. D-Y-O, no, D-Y-O-R. It stands for, it's my pseudonym. What are you putting?
D-Y, all right, what's that?
Stands for define your own reality.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not everybody knows that.
So what, you don't use your real name? Because you just, why is that?
I don't know. I just was humming and hawing about, because my name is so original. Even Benet Dior is original, like I'm the only one. I don't know, just to shake things up. You know, like being in social media and stuff, like you're just everywhere and having different names can't hurt.
Yeah, so you don't, is it privacy?
It's a privacy thing, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You have a really unique name too, I think. I'm trying to think. I search you all the time because I can never, I'm always looking for your photos. You need a new photo, by the way.
Yeah, I know. No, I do.
You can just stand in front of your camera and do a good screenshot. That's how I got my most recent photo, and it looks great.
What's a Grady surname?
Bachelor.
B-A-T? Yeah,
I think that's it. And I have a question for you just about the academy. Is there any chance you can come on video in the classes? A couple of students have commented.
Yeah, I probably can now.
Okay.
I've just rearranged a few things.
We would love to see you.
Yeah, I know. I've been very aware of it.
Uh-huh.
So I had an issue with my house where I couldn't get internet to the other end. And I've just bought this Google thing. It was incredibly expensive, and I've got internet to the other end where I can actually set it up.
Good.
So yeah, I'll make a point to have that done for this week.
That would be awesome. We'd love to see you. Now, we wired our whole house, even though we're renting, which...
Oh, really? You wired it? It was like
we
yours.
wired it because we didn't want to have wireless going.
Oh, why don't you like wireless?
I don't know. We're just not sure about it, but I don't know. It's my husband. I'm like, whatever. See that photo right there, Marlon? I took that sitting right here in front of my desk with my like screen capture from my computer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you can just take a photo. Brush your hair, take a photo, make it black and white and high contrast, and it looks great.
Yeah, okay. Great tip. I need to do it. We've actually, yeah, I can do it now. We've got I've just got a new phone and the camera's just amazing. So.
Right, use your phone.
All right. So I think that's it. So I've added you as an administrator. It might go to spam.
Okay.
So you can log in, but you've used WordPress before. So
yeah, this looks really familiar to me. I don't have any problem.
Yeah, if you go there and the 2 pages is home and then featured.
I'm going to start with features, I think. Right.
Yeah. So you click on edit with Elementor.
Yeah.
Or if you just click the page, there's a big edit with Elementor button, see?
Yeah, okay, good.
And you just click that and then it just opens up and you can do any change you like.
Okay, that looks good.
All right.
Okay, so just a heads up is we do have our own code for our contact page. I'd love the designer to make it look prettier, but I would like him to use that code because it does link with GitHub.
What? Oh yeah, so just tell us, give us the code and then we'll just drop that in.
Okay.
So yeah, for the contact us page. All right, so why don't we do this, Benet? Over the next few days, if you can work on those pages, then once you're happy with it, then I will play with it a bit, and then I'll send it back to you and Grady and say, look, can we sign off on the content, or the content? So that will always change, but we just want to say, okay, we're happy with it, and then I'll hand it off to Tony, and then
Yep.
he'll start designing. Because if there's like, if one section, I mean, you know, but if one section here is like a whole page of notes, he will design that very differently than if it's only 4 lines.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're trying to get to.
Yeah. Got it.
So, okay, so you'll get back to me. I will then review it, then ask for sign off, and then Tony gets it. And then he'll probably start work. The ebook, the worksheet and the video, if you can just send me a copy of that, and then we'll start setting up the thank you page, the landing page. I know the video will change, but at least we can get all the funnel set up.
Okay, so send it to you. So I've got it recorded as a lesson for the Academy students, so I can just send you that one?
Just send me that, yeah.
And then I'll re-record it when we're ready with the call to action.
Yeah, and we'll do it. We'll do it. I'll help you with that.
Okay.
We'll do that at the end. Okay, great.
That's good.
All right, Benay.
Thanks, Marlon. Awesome. I'm
I'll speak to
really
you
happy
soon.
with the progress. Yes, I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad. But no, we're getting there. I think it's a good start, and obviously, as you go, you'll have everything set up. You can just change certain parts of it.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm really
All right.
cool. Thanks, Marlon.
Okay. Speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye.